Hi everyone, this is Jazz from Maybe It's Me. Just wanted to say hi and I wanted to have a conversation. Today's going to be more of as one of my favorite podcasts, the Friend Zone says, shoot the ish episode, um, where I just want to talk to you guys about everything that's been going on. I know I've been gone for a while, so it's more of a catch up, really. I wanted to talk to you guys about just the type of year that it's been for me. And I want to use this opportunity as a place where I can be really vulnerable. And I realize, I have a platform to do that, whether people listen to it or not. That's their choice. And who cares? So just want to say that this last year has been truly some of the most challenging and trying yet spontaneous and, dare I say, one of the better years I've had. Despite the hardships that I've gone through, despite, the challenges of going to school and working full time, I'll be super transparent. At the beginning of the year, didn't have a job. I was let go of my previous position at my other job. And I started Maybe It's Me at the time as a way to be like, okay, well, I have this free time and I didn't take it. I think it was fear that stopped me from posting. I think it was the worry and the idea of messing up that stopped me. And I think it was worrying too much about what people thought. And we're getting super real. I'm just going to be as authentic as I can be. And I can say that this year broke me in a lot of ways. Like, I won't get into details, but I will say that there were some trying times. There was a lot of really hard lessons learned. But on the other end of it is beauty, you know? I stepped out of my comfort zone. I met new people. I started going out more, started really putting myself out there again. I started talking to people about the podcast. I started interviewing people. I really took school seriously for the transparency for the first time. Really, in my entire collegiate career, I've never put this much work into school as I have this semester, And I think it's because I always used to be like, I have the personality, I have the things, it's just gonna always work out. But yo, you gotta do the work, and the work is hard as hell. This work is so hard. Nobody tells you how hard the work is gonna be. And I know that's silly. You're just like, Jazz, like, be for real. Like, you're not gonna think the work's gonna be hard. I knew there was going to be hardships, but I didn't think about how long the hardships would be. I didn't think about the places and the other outside factors affecting me would affect how I would feel, affect how I would feel about doing the work and everything. And I really let my mental take me to a lot of different places this year that it didn't need to take me to. But what I can say is that I wouldn't be where I am today without the village that I have. My friends stepped up for me in ways this year that I will always be grateful for. My partner continues to amaze me, to remind me why I love him and everything about him. Because I needed to be loved on a little extra this year. And most importantly, like, they also told me it's okay to, including my mom, my mother-in-law, like, just my entire immediate village. Like, they definitely put the mirror to my face and was like, listen, like, these are the hard truths. This is the reality, you know? But I think one of the most important things that they taught me this year is that you have to forgive yourself. With the hardships and the hard truths and the moments of feeling down about yourself and being really hard on yourself, you gotta forgive yourself. You have to. The situation is a thing of the past, and all we can do is go forward. And one of the best things that I learned was, in order to get over a situation, you got to go through it. In order to get past the hardships, you got to go through it. And that's something to me that I needed to hear for myself. And I don't know if anyone else needs to hear this. I don't know where anyone else is in their life. And this isn't really for anybody else. This is really for me. And I'm being transparent here. But I felt like I needed to share this out to the world and just say, it's okay to not be okay. So corny, I know. But it really, in time, when you get through these situations, you're going to look back on it and be like, I handled that the best way I did. I did that. Most importantly, I don't really got to go through it again. You know, it depends on every situation. I digress. But I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful for the people who have supported me this year, the people who have supported this podcast, the people who believe in me and is going to support me no matter what. I want to say thank you to everyone who listened this year, to everyone who shared it with their friends, their family, their significant others, their coworkers, whoever you shared it with this year. Thank you. Because that means a lot to me. And I started this show because I wanted to talk about whatever I want. I wanted to feel comfortable talking about any subject that comes to my mind. And I'm so grateful that I have a platform to do that. I'm so grateful that I can be able to do this, you know, even if it's on the side or even if it's, you know, low-key, I want this to be a career, as crazy as it sounds. And I know the whole industry is already saturated with them. Like, every celebrity and reality star or a housewife always feel like they need a podcast. And it's like, like, bro, like, I actually am in school for this degree. All you do is get drunk on camera and cry about your taxes. Like, that's what we could do. Like, I could do that too, but I mean, I don't want to be on reality TV. I like to watch it though. But yeah, just want to say, you know, before we actually move on, because speaking of reality TV, I actually want to talk about that today. Let's actually share some Spotify Wrapped. So I found out that I have a Spotify Wrapped, guys. So I just gotta like pull it up. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I was so excited when I found out that I had a Spotify rap. Um, just want to let y'all know right now, my number one episode was the L to the OG episode. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone who listened to that. That was our Succession episode. I actually want to bring back if I can, all of them, or if not, just have a conversation about Succession, like solo talk about Succession, and also talk about the way that HBO has perfected television. Like HBO knows how to make TV that makes sense that you paid for it, you know? So I digress. But our 2023 wrap is here. All right. So the Maybe It's Me podcast, your wrap is here. Now, in 2023, people were really, really feeling what you do. I bet y'all were. Thank you so much. Once again, I just want to say, I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much for listening. And yeah, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I will. So let's see here. Of course, top episode, L to the OG. Shout out to Kelsey, Mara, and Afia. It was such a fun episode. It was all over the place, but I wanted it to be like a Socratic seminar. I wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to see what they thought. I want to see how they felt. I want to have conversations about it. Side note, for the girls who do watch Succession, if you look up that video of Macaulay Culkin accepting the Hollywood star on the walk and the walk of fame, something like that, the Hollywood walk or whatever. Like he basically got a star, right? And as he was talking the whole time, I was like, yo, he sounds just like Kieran Culkin. I was like, wow. Their parents literally went copy and then paste. I miss Succession. I miss Succession every day. I love that show so much. Moving on. Shout out to How's It Feel to Go Global. Ooh, what does that mean? Okay, shout out US. 90% of my streams. I was streamed in 5 countries. International. Yes, that's me. What else is happening? Obviously, my listeners do have good taste. They listen to me. Side note, I do have allergies, so I will be sounding like this, unfortunately. But get into it. It's like a sexy, sultry vibe, you know? What were your top podcast genres? Oh, my life story, comedy, true crime, and fitness. To the true crime girlies, and I really want y'all to, I'm going to post this episode on my Instagram, and when you get to this part, I want y'all to comment under my Instagram or even DM me. How much true crime are you listening to? And also, if you're listening to that while you go to sleep, are you dreaming about exactly what's happening? Because I have questions. I'm concerned. But, shout out to you. If that's what you like it, I love it. No judgment. Just want to make sure that you're getting a healthy consumption of information at all times, Just balance it out. One true crime podcast, one comedy one, So, yes, moving on to listeners' top music genres, pop, rap, and rock. Sounds about right. Sounds like my Spotify playlist. Cute. Let's see here. Oh, you guys told your friends about me. Your listeners definitely told their friends about you. Okay, cute. And my podcast was shared all over direct link. Definitely me core. I was definitely sending that out to like everybody and their mom. So it was 67% direct link, 13% Instagram, 7% text, 7% X, and 6% other. What is the other? Where y'all putting me on? All right. My most shared episode was my first episode featuring Dom. Shout out to Dom. She's been 10 out of 10. They're awesome. Definitely going to have them on the show because we're definitely going to talk about Baddies East. I gotta set that up. Dom, if you're listening, we're going to do an episode about Baddies East. So we'll be in touch. All right. My podcast was rated 5.0. Let's go. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate this so much. You know, I'm just so grateful. Thank you guys. I'm so glad y'all love it. 5.0. Let's see. Your listeners did more than listen this year. They got to talking. Yes, you did. I did 5 polls, 6 votes. Cute. All right. We're moving on up. You guys are being more interactive. I want more interaction from you guys this year. I want y'all to talk to me. I want maybe it's me to be like a community. Like, let's talk about things. If you guys have something that you want to talk about, DM it to me. I might put something up on my Instagram or Twitter. Reach back out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's go back and forth. Talk to your friends. Tell them that I talk back. So if you have something to say, I'm going to respond and we're going to have a dialogue about it. So I want more conversations in 2024, but I understand we can't have these conversations if I'm not initiating them. So moving forward, I'll take note of that. All right. So we got our polls. I did 6 Q&As, 3 responses. We're going to be doing more Q&As and we're going to be doing more stories and we're going to be talking, y'all, because that's what we're going to do going into 2024. We're going to have conversations. We're going to be honest. We're going to, just like Degrassi, we're going to go there. So, side note, shout out Degrassi. Manny Santos crawled so Alexa Demi could run side by side with Sydney Sweeney in those heels with Jacob Elordi laid up in the hospital bed. Like, Canadian TV? Insane. Anyway, this year you turned your camera on. I sure did. Might do less of that next year. I know we're a visual era now, but sometimes I don't feel like being on camera. And I understand we're a camera-based like generation now, and I get it, but I'm not really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So we're still gonna do it though. You know, y'all will see my face and y'all will also see all my potential guest face as well. So yes, in 2023, I did make 3 video episodes. Sure did. Just wanted to see what it was like. Will I do it again? Probably better. I can't wait to give a shout out to my biggest fans. All right. I'm a top 10 podcast for 30 fans. Woo! Let's go! Top 10! All right. I'm a top 5 podcast for 25 fans. Okay. Me and my 25 fans, top 5. All right. Thank you, y'all. And then I'm, drum roll please, number 1 podcast for 15 fans. Let's go. Oh my God. 15 of y'all? 15 of y'all? I'm your number 1 podcast. Like, y'all really want to listen to me talk every week or every other week? Bet. I could do that. No problem. Top fans listen to you 1.8 times more than your other listeners. I love you guys. Aw, thank you. What a year. Top 10, 30 fans, top 5, 25, top podcast for 15 fans. Wow. Maybe it's me, podcast. Thank you for sharing your podcast with the world. Wow, I love that. I know I said wow a lot. That should probably be the title of this episode. If not, thank you. But that's all I can say. Oh, I created 393 minutes of episodes. Okay. Cute. I love that. Let's shoot for like 1,000. So I just want to take some time to say thank you to my 15 fans that made me their top podcast of the year. I love you. I love you. I love you. Y'all put the battery in my back to continue to do this because I've been saying this since last week and I've been saying it on TikTok. Like, I have a voice. I gotta use it. I always have something to say. And I understand, yeah, this might be a saturated media, but they need me, babe. Just saying. So I'm always going to continue to learn, to grow, to be a better host, to be a better journalist, to be more informed about what's going on in the world and, you know, I want to be able to share a recap of what I watched on TV this week. And I want to be able to talk about what's going on in the world, which kind of insane how we're 22 minutes in and I'm just now talking about Palestine, but I will just say it is free Palestine. If you have a problem with that, this is not the podcast for you. We are a pro-Palestine podcast. They are experiencing a genocide. Thank you. So, but we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna get its own episode. I just want to say right now, thank you to everyone who listened to me this year. Thank you to everyone who shared it with their friends and family. Thank you to everyone who listened during the audio issues. I know. I know. I'm loud and sometimes my voice fluctuates. I have everybody tell me, "Oh, speak up, Boogie, like it's okay." But yes, I mean, the thing is, I can get loud, but I try to like tone it and do like a nice little NPR voice, you know? But actually I'm low key beefing with NPR because they're not talking about the issues in Palestine in the correct manner. They keep calling it a war, but it's not a war. Like, how is it a war? How is it a war, right? If the other side don't got weapons. Just saying. Just saying. How's it a war? I'm asking for everybody. Oh, okay. Interesting. Um, but yeah, I want to say once again, thank you to everybody who listened to me this year. Thank you to everyone who puts up with my nonsense, who talks to me on TikTok about everything, who just shares and encourages me to keep going. I want to give special shout outs to people that really, I've listened to or who have talked to me about it. Travana, if you're listening to this, you're the person that I'm really thinking in mind who is always pushing me for this show. My partner, I love you. I love you. I love you. You you inspire me every day. You have the greatest work ethic I've ever seen a man have. Like, I'm not trying to be that my man, but my man works. Like his work ethic, chef's kiss. And that inspires me to have a work ethic. Like last night I was over here crying because I felt like, okay, like what's going on with my life. What am I going to do? Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And my partner was like, you make the time for the things that you love. You can't just give it up. And he's right. Why do I always want to cry and be down on myself when in reality, I know what I'm meant to do, and I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table, and I know my gift, which is sitting here talking to y'all and giving y'all information and sharing information and just having a conversation and creating a community. And that's what Maybe It's Me is. It's about creating a community. And I just want to thank the people in my life who have supported me, who have listened, who have shared it with their friends, shared it with their families, shared it with everyone. I'm forever grateful to my friends who listen to this podcast and support me and care about me and love me. I love you guys. Like, y'all know who you are. Like, it's always love. Like, I'm so grateful for everyone who supports me. And this is just the beginning, y'all. Like, 2024, I'm going to be on people's necks. No questions asked, no further conversation. We're going to work our asses off, and that's what we're going to do. So just want to let y'all know, you could call this a rebrand, you could call this a comeback, you could call this whatever you want, but this is what Maybe It's Me is about. I want to have a conversation with my listeners. I want to develop a community, and I'm not scared to say that. I want to have a relationship with my listeners, because whatever I'm talking about is something y'all want to talk about too. And so we're going to be in this together. So I'm appreciative of everyone who is going to be on this journey with me. I appreciate everyone who's been on the journey with me. And I look forward to having a beautiful 2024 and having y'all here on this ride with me. So I thank you. Oh, and before we go, it's going to be a short episode. This is just the thank you episode. It's just me coming to realizations and talking and stuff. But I also want to give some shout outs. I want to do some church announcements, big prayers, to a, colleague of mine from high school, Nick Vega. He's been in the hospital for the last couple of weeks. He's been healing up. Big prayers to him. Send him really good vibes. Keep him in your thoughts, prayers, and positive energy. Just, if to my listeners that know him or anything, just be like, hey, prayers up to you. Send them good vibes, New episodes of Maybe It's Me. They're going to be dropped sporadically this December. When you get them is when you get them. I know this is my last year being fickle with my schedule. But it's December. It's the holidays. So show me some grace, because I'm giving you grace. And y'all know y'all want grace when you go back to your ex, or when you be at a location you don't need to be at, and you be doing things that you don't need to be doing. You want grace then, right? So give me some grace. Damn. But yeah, so next episode, we're going to be talking about, I definitely want to talk about reality TV. We have a lot of shows. Yeah, we got a lot of shows to cover. I've been watching a lot of TV. And I'm also going to be I also want to do Palestine updates. I want to do Gaza updates. I want to talk more about real news. So we're also going to be, I want to be creating a new segment for Maybe It's Me. It's going to be first start of the show, and then we can get into the fun stuff, and maybe get into an interview or two. We'll see where the show takes us, but I thank y'all for your time. I love you guys. If this resonated with even one person, that's beautiful. But listen, before y'all go, do me this favor. Please DM me, like this, rate the show 5 stars. I gotta do it, because if I don't promote my show, how are people gonna know we have this show? Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbor, tell your ex. If you want to DM your ex, at least send them the link of this show and be like, hey, she said I could DM you if I at least send the link. But don't go back to him. Break up with him, I'm being an asshole. But moral of the story, tell everybody you know, rate the show 5 stars. Please, please, please go back to listen to the other episodes despite the audio issues. You don't even gotta listen to the episode, half listen to it. Play it in the background, just tell Alexa, like, just lower the volume as you have my episodes on repeat. Listen to them at work. Listen to me at the gym when you're doing sets, Shout out to Victoria working on my workout plan. But listen to Maybe It's Me whenever, wherever you can, and with whoever at any time. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful holiday season. Have a beautiful 2024. I love you. I love you. I love you. Talk soon. Bye.